Hi Cancer, welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. This is your end of the year reading. We're going to be going over the Wheel of Fortune spread. That is something I created. The Wheel of Fortune spread has 4 positions on the top, 4 positions on the bottom. We'll use the Spirit of the Wheel, which is a medicine wheel deck to get the nature and the environment. This Wheel of Fortune spread includes all the 1s and the 10s in the deck. And so we'll go over each of the tarot cards that show up in this position. For more information on the Wheel of Fortune as a catalyst for your life and what these cards of initiation, cards of mastery mean, you can check out that video and I'll put that in the description box below. Now, let's just get started, okay, Cancer? It's been a busy year. I hope you're enjoying the end of the year. A lot of transition. January brings a lot of change for many people. And I'm wishing you a very conscious movement here as you carve out your place. For Cancer, can I get the Spirit of the Wheel, please? Thank you. And so the first card we have, growth, the Spirit of the South. This is opportunity, acceptance, and a gateway. This is coming to sort of completion in understanding the self as a gateway to full expression, right? Gathering all the pieces of you, being whole, and then going outwards with that whole expression. This is about, from being in total alignment, having a sense of opportunity come with more frequency than it did before. Perhaps in environments that you've already existed in, with certain dynamics of relationships that you've been a long-standing part of, but now all of a sudden something is unlocked because of your alignment, because of your self-acceptance, because of your self-mastery. You're stepping into wholeness. Cool. Let's see. So we're going to start with the first position, which is the Ace of Cups, right? This is the birth of love. This is kind of what what you're blessing, what you're about to drink from, and also what you are sharing, right? So as you come into this transitionary period, turning the Wheel of Fortune, this is the place that you enter. So what do you come in with? Ace of Cups for Cancer, please. Can I see the Ace of Cups for Cancer? Thank you. Ace of Cups. Anything else? Ace of Cups for Cancer for the Wheel of Fortune, ending 2022 into 2023. No, just the one card. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. That is self-mastery. That is exactly what we're talking about. That is understanding each of your lessons intricately and being able to go out there and teach people, right? Not every single person needs to make the mistake to learn from the mistake. The Queen of Swords is able to deliver an analysis, a full report on what it is that she's experienced and why. She is a teacher. She is highly intuitive. She understands everything up until this point, and even things that perhaps you cannot see. The Queen of Swords is also nurturing certain rules and structure. The Queen of Swords is able to carve out her own place. Not because she is as bold as the Queen of Wands. She doesn't go against the system, but because I have the Hierophant here in reverse at the bottom of the deck, she has proved her worthiness in the rigidity of the system, following all the laws, following all the rules, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, filling out all the paperwork, submitting all the applications, fulfilling all of her responsibilities within the time frame for her deadlines. But she is at a particular stage now where she has earned a sense of freedom. A small piece of honor. She still exists within the framework, but she has a certain liberty to do it in her style, in her way, because of all that she's come through and all that she's able to teach. The wisdom that she's granted through her experience and then able to deliver to others. It's a well-respected position that you enter your Wheel of Fortune with. So what's your birth of love with wisdom? Self-mastery. So in line with the growth spirit of the South. Let's just turn this down a tiny bit so you can see. Yeah, okay. So going forward on the wheel, we're gonna go to the next position, which is gonna be your 10 of Cups, right? So this is ultimate bliss. So if you're in self-mastery, if you're in this Queen of Swords position, what does it all mean? What is it all for? What's your heart need to sustain its most beautiful vibration so that you can feel connected, so that life is effortless? What's the 10 of Cups? Show me the Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups for Cancer for this Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Wands. That's great passion. This is a fever, high fever of what it is that you feel enthusiastic about. This is maybe not having all the plan, but definitely executing what pieces you do have in mind. A lot of heat. A lot of adaptation. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 4 of Swords. This is a change for you. What's it all for? You want to do things differently. You've spent enough time in contemplation. You don't need to think about how it was. You don't need to think about what happened. You don't need to think about how it should be or how it will be. You're not trying to project in your mind's eye. You're not trying to forgive yourself anymore. You just want to do differently. What's it all for? Breathing fire onto everything that was so that it can be rebirthed anew. Okay, so how do you make this a 3D exchange? How do you give it value? How can you give this energy, as I've explained it so far? How can you create currency from it? What's your contribution in the 3D world, the universal exchange coming down to the community that you live in? So how do you give or create value from this energy? Putting it into the real world for currency helps to make the Wheel of Fortune turn because you have others involved in it. Can I please see the Ace of Pentacles position for Cancer? Oh, direct. Ace of Pentacles for Cancer. Ace of Pentacles for Cancer, please. What gives it value? What do we give value to? Thank you. Okay, a lot of cards, huh? But okay, so what do you give? How do we give it value? How do we create currency? So I have the 7 of Pentacles to the 2 of Swords to the Queen of Wands, the Judgment in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. This is taking a pause, considering everything up until this point, sitting in silence to understand, knowing deeply what each of these pieces mean. Deep, deep thoughts about directions for your life, which direction to take it into, and truly owning and embodying this Queen of Wands. using fire as your new way, magnetizing towards you a new look, Judgment in reverse, a new approach, even a new perspective of that other people hold of you because of how you show up in this Queen of Wands. And then I have the Ace of Cups, which means that you continue to self-invest by putting your heart into everything that you're doing. So how do you give it currency? You're redefining what it is that you're confidently able to pour your heart energy into. Understanding that heart energy is your currency. Not only do you allow yourself to reinvest in who you are, but also you lift judgments that you created and or others have created about you previously for what you're capable of and what you're not capable of, no longer sitting in this indecision. So you're clear that in the times that you spent previously overanalyzing where you overspent or didn't create enough currency from what you put out in time, in terms of time, you own it, Queen of Wands, Judgment in reverse. You're not going to allow the lines that you drew before, the sadness that you held, the conclusion that was held before. You're not going to let that stand because the Ace of Cups is here. No way. So whereas before you may have felt a little bit guilty about the previous ways in which you spent your time, follies that you had, you're showing me, going back with the Ace of Cups, you refer back to the Queen of Swords, how we started. So to go from the Two of Swords to the Queen of Swords, this is a huge advancement. You're saying, I'm no longer going to be pensive. I'm not going to be stuck in paralysis of overthinking and feeling like I don't have all the information to move forward. No, I'm the Queen of Swords. I know exactly what I lived through. I know exactly what I said, who said what. I know why I went through that. And now I can tell other people, this is what I've learned. Do you want to learn this too? Or do you want to go ahead and make your own mistakes? Because you're certainly able to make your own mistakes. But this is what I know. Ace of Cups. Okay, how do you give it currency? The last final word on that is Ace of Cups. You pour your heart into it. Passion, remember? Knight of Wands. That's your bliss. All right, let's talk about this passion. Let's talk about what gets in the way, right? Like, passion is a fiery energy. It comes and it goes. It's on its own. It breathes its own. It goes in different directions. We easily get distracted. We have some procrastination for sure. Also, you're a water sign, so you can dampen your own spirit and stop your own fire. So let's learn right here, right now, what gets in the way of your passion. Can I see, please? What's the fear? What's the blockage? What gets in the way? What's the Ten of Swords? Why are you giving me so many cards, Cancer? What the fuck? Okay. Just another 6. Okay. Let's move this along. The 6 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Wands. Right. Well, it ends in the Two of Wands, so that's fantastic. Got a whole shitload of story in between, though. So the 6 of Cups, this is the past. This is nostalgia. This is being taken care of previously. This is the house, the home, the matriarch, the patriarch, whichever speaks most to you when you turn back and look at your childhood, at your hometown. There's a certain level of neglect. When you do take a about face and look at where you come from, perhaps a home that you've created yourself, perhaps a relationship that brings nostalgic feelings for you, you feel a certain level of neglect. But you're willing to clean the slate. The Fool. You're willing to both forgive yourself for putting your whole heart into it at the time that you did and experience the upset that you did. And also you're willing to say, you know what, we set it back to zero. That's the Fool. I set it back to zero. That doesn't mean anything good, doesn't mean anything bad. I just set it back to zero. And after you clean the slate, I'm given these 3 cards. The Page of Cups, childlike energy, forgiveness, understanding one's emotions, stepping into or out of a comfort zone where it is more emotionally intact or in touch than it previously has been. It can also be an apology. And what is it an apology for? This dead energy. What was so lifeless. Now you see your independence and your ability to choose. So far in this reading of the Wheel of Fortune for you, we've had 2 twos. There's a lot of choice present. It's you flipping the script on what was handed to you in this circumstance of life, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is fate. It is luck. It is sometimes easy, and change that you have initiated, it is sometimes not. So you tell me, what gets in the way? Some neglect and abandonment from the past, feeling hopeless about a situation where someone just didn't see you, didn't honor you, didn't give you back what you were hoping to give and share with them. But you're over it. You're over the good and the bad of it. You forgive yourself, and you want to reset the clock to a time when emotions for you were not a burden. 10 of Swords in reverse. Changing the way that you view it. Changing the manifestation. Changing the way that fears and worry and anxiety get hold of you in such a way that then it is made manifest in real life. Instead, you're going to be hopeful and take action. So what gets in the way? A lot of shit did get in the way. Not now. Okay, cool. Well, how do you communicate this vision? The next position is the Ace of Swords. How do you communicate from this standpoint? What's this truth going to come out as you enter into the world and communicate it outwards? Ace of Swords for Cancer, for this Wheel of Fortune, please. Cancer, you just gave me more cards. All right. Ace of Swords is the Ace of Wands. Amazing. And the Ace of Swords. You got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords for the Ace of Swords. Fantastic. With the Emperor upright, the King of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. So your Ace of Wands, what makes you original, what makes you authentically you, is your truth. Is the way that you communicate. The two are tied together, hand in hand. Let's just look at this for a second, right? So how cool this is to have these back to back. Right? Because this is the left hand, and this, well, I don't know my left from my right. This is the right hand. The Ace of Wands is your right hand, and your Ace of Swords is your left hand. Okay? So the Ace of Swords being your left hand The way that you communicate is the way that your feminine nurturing side comes out. And the way that you are inspired, the way that the fire energy runs through you in terms of how you conceive an idea. It's very direct, it's very linear, it's very practical, it's very grounded, because it's the masculine. So this is a real balance in your expression. The Emperor to the King of Wands in reverse. Well, how do you communicate this vision in a balanced approach of the Emperor being the leader, taking these decisions for the entire Emperor, being someone that people look up to? And praise for your ability to juggle such great responsibility and such complexities as you sit on that throne. The King of Wands in reverse, I'd like to pull a card on that. The King of Wands in reverse is typically selfish, self-involved, perhaps a little impulsive, narrow-sighted, perhaps not seeing the whole picture. However, as it relates to the Emperor, maybe there's something about you as you take the lead in communicating this, that you're not trying to be benevolent to everyone else. You're trying to do this for you. Let's see. I'd like to pull a card on this King of Wands before I go any further. In reverse for Cancer, please. May I see the King of Wands in reverse? We're talking about the Ace of Swords. We're talking about expression, vision, clarity, truth. I have the Emperor to the King of Wands in reverse. Tell me, why is the King of Wands in reverse? One more time, please. Thank you. King of Wands is in reverse for Cancer. Queen of Cups. Four of Wands, Nine of Swords. The Empress in reverse. Okay. Cancer, this is the story I tell you all the time. I know you don't like to hear it. No one would. Because the Queen of Cups came out in reverse, the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords sideways, the Empress in reverse. These are all about a lack of confidence in terms of showing up and receiving someone's energy. Like, it's really easy to be seductive and be communicative and attract and magnetize from a place of power and confidence, and to nurture someone, to nurture a project, to nurture a craft, to nurture a community, to nurture a family. But then there is something here about not knowing how to maintain the consistent energy outwards and back. There's something here about it overrunning your life. So that's why the King of Wands is in reverse. It's too much self-involvement. It's too much involvement. It's too much involvement of you. There's not a free-flowing energy of you manifesting. The Empress is in reverse. The Nine of Swords is in reverse. Even though the stress is not as much as it could be, there's still way too much overthinking about the Four of Wands. This is a supporting structure, how one energy shows up and you stand there and you're able to support them, they're able to support you. These are just potentials, because the Queen of Cups is in reverse. This is not a position of strength. This is not the kind of nurturing that allows for you to maintain your own growth, your own independence, as well as the best outcome for the situation, the dynamic of whatever you're involved in. Ace of Wands to the Ace of Swords to the Emperor to the King of Wands. Okay. Down here in your down here in your Ace of Pentacles, what you give value to, you showed me the Queen of Wands. And in your vision of your clarity, this communication of truth, you show me the King of Wands in reverse. And when I clarified it, I get a whole bunch of insecurity revolving around relationship. And as you embody this Queen of Wands, you feel that you have a lack of the King of Wands. You feel that you lack your counterpart. That is the communication. And it's stressful for you because you want this Four of Wands. The Queen of Cups is insecure about the potential. That's why the Four of Wands was in sideways position. It's the potential that is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? How can you communicate clearly into the world if you don't have this union that you long for so desperately? The Empress in reverse. Okay, got it. Let's go to the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is going to be the path of success, your avenues of profit, right? Your machine of effort, all your spinning plates. It's the apex of the Wheel of Fortune, and it's basically going to show us what your path to abundance looks like. What's a part of it? Who's a part of it? We'll try to get as specific as possible. Show me the Ten of Pentacles for Cancer, please. Can I please see the Ten of Pentacles for Cancer? Thank you. Another however many cards you'd like to give me. Is this 5? Great. 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Tower, 4 of Swords. Everything is in reverse except the 4 of Swords. All right, you can rest easy. Your path to success is understanding that you avoid the confusion and the illusion from people feeding you bullshit, putting smoke up your ass when it comes to partnerships. This is a direct communication. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. This is not about love. All of the options, all of the persuasions, all of the empty promises, it would be here and you'd be still looking at it, all the shiny cups that you could possibly have in this life with that person. But you can clearly see it's just fog. Smoke and mirrors. And because you can see it's smoke and mirrors, you are not going to be crashing and burning when the tower comes down. You avoid it. And why? Because you've made a truce with yourself, a pact that you're going to be the one to hold your own hand, to create your own peace. Time for contemplation. In fact, this 4 of Swords has been with us since the beginning of the reading. It was at the bottom of the deck when we started, when we pulled the Queen of Swords for the Ace of Cups. You have a coping mechanism that is new for you. You know to come into a time of quiet. Return to peace. That's your path to success. How do you sustain avenues of profit? Stay away from the fantasies that maybe the vampires out there are trying to offer. Okay, let's see. What's the Ace of Wands? What's your inspiration? What's your big idea? Show me, please. Can I see this originality? Can I see Cancer's fire And I see Cancer's new beginning. Show me what keeps this Wheel of Fortune spinning. I have more cards again. The King of Cups to the Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. What keeps this wheel spinning? Another 2 on the table for you in this wheel. So many choices. What keeps this spinning is that you have to find the balance between what you're stressed about in real life and what you know you love. The King of Cups is all your love. Everything. Your house, your home, your family, your career, your passion, your projects. Everything. The King of Cups loves everything. Everything that lives in the ocean, everything that lives in the sky. All of it. And the Two of Pentacles is how to balance that bit by bit. One pentacle is the ethereal, all that there is to love. And in the other pentacle is the stress of the real life. How can you make this work? How can you make this work for you? What's your big idea? Let's pull a card on this. What's your big idea? Right? Because I asked you, how do you give it value in the Ace of Pentacles? And it was put your heart into everything. Here, I'm saying, what's your big idea? And it's still a matter of choice, a matter of stress, a matter of the love is still not enough in Pentacle energy. So let's see. Can I see how the Ace of Wands can become manifest? How can we see this in real life? What are you trying to communicate? Knight of Cups to the Page of Wands. Let's see. Can you clarify for me this Two of Pentacles, this choice? What is this choice? Okay, let's see. Wow, okay. Six of Cups to the Tower in reverse to the Seven of Wands. This choice has to go back to the Six of Cups again. A nostalgic feeling, something from long ago, some sense of home. Choose that feeling that you're fond of that's in your Six of Cups. That allows you to keep the Tower from affecting you in a very negative way. It reduces its impact to destabilize you, and it's asking you to hold your vision, to stand your ground. What makes you original, what gives you the sustained inspiration, has to do with this Six of Cups. I'm going to pull just one more card on the Six of Cups, okay? What's the Six of Cups represent for Cancer? This could be an old hobby that you used to take up, that you were really good at, that you enjoyed, that was taught to you by someone from your family that may have passed. This is ancestral wisdom here. This may be connecting with ancestors. Some sort of Akashic meditation. Can I please see the Six of Cups for Cancer? I can't do this until I get a clear shuffle. Thank you. Six of Cups for Cancer. Can I please see this for them? Can you show me what this Six of Cups means for their ingenuity? Thank you. the Star, to the Three of Swords in reverse, to the Judgment. Okay, with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so remember, we were at the Ace of Pentacles and we had the Judgment in reverse, right? The Queen of Wands showed me a new approach, a new perspective, a new look. She wasn't going to feel badly. She was going to own everything. She's going back to the Queen of Swords, right? But if I ask, what about this Six of Cups for you? You show me wish fulfillment, complete healing, true light shining from the heavens onto you as you heal and have an awakening. As you have an awakening with the undercurrent of the King of Wands. There's pain here in the way. Pain as it relates to judgment. What do you call judgment on? Because it's getting in the way of you having a sustained inspiration. I'm getting the sense that you don't feel that you're ready, right? Because you give me the Tower to the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is clearly not ready for any Tower experience. He doesn't even have the same shoes on. Does that look like someone who's ready to stand his ground? No. But that's what this card is representing. That even when you're not exactly ready in your mind, as you call judgment upon yourself, you're still able to hold on to a vision that you have created at one point in time for your life. No matter how worthy you feel at this moment, no matter how level your feet are, no matter how broken your wands are, no matter how guarded your heart is, how cold you've grown, how numb you are, it doesn't matter what you've been through until this point, you can get back to a vision, get back to an idea, and stand your ground. I heard a quote today that said, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. And that is not the message here. I just wanted to share that quote with you. But it is a message because it relates to this King of Wands, which is now upright. The King of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles. Exactly. So your level of worthiness is really what we're talking about. The King of Wands waits for no one's permission. But over here, your King of Wands is in reverse. When it comes to your big idea and the expression thereof, you've got an Emperor in you, ready. Everyone's looking to the Emperor. The Emperor is the Emperor, standing there. But in the heart of hearts, in the fiery pit, in the insides of the Emperor, the King of Wands is turned upside down. And when I'm learning why, is because there's a certain level of pain, disappointment, wish fulfillment that has not been made clear, and judgment that you've created. The judgment refers back to the past. The judgment refers back to a lack of choice when it comes to invest in yourself. And allowing stress and doubt to come between you, your Ace of Cups, your King of Cups, your Ace of Wands, your Ace of Swords. This judgment is the message. This King of Wands is what you're striving for. Let's keep going. So now, final position, the Ten of Wands. What's the Ten of Wands represent? Ten of Wands represents, hold on if I can grab the bottom of the deck, was the Temperance. Okay? Time, balance, patience. On the split, strength. So now I'm trying to get the Ten of Wands. And why do I want the Ten of Wands? It's the final card for the Wheel of Fortune, because this is who and what has been with you this entire time. Why? Because this is the last stretch of the journey. This is the moment that you have to ask yourself, can I persevere? Will I persevere? Yes, I must. I accept this responsibility. I accept this assignment. If I want favor in this life, if I want to create what I see in my mind's eye, I must understand that my commitment is necessary, and I am free to choose that great responsibility to commit to what I have in my heart. So, what is standing by you? What is the burden as you continue to choose you? Show me the Ten of Wands for Cancer for this Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Ten of Wands for Cancer for this Wheel of Fortune, please. Thank you. Not so many cards. Oh, I lied. Okay. I have the King of Swords to the Three of Wands to the Hermit. Who's with you the whole time? If I could sum this up in one word, this is, I know. There is a deep sense of masculine stability, strength, certainty, real certainty that even though there's unexpected delays and unexpected results, you will continue to light your own path from within. I'm going to ask for some advice on how this wheel turns. Can I have advice on how this wheel turns, please? Well, you know, my guides are telling me some information that's kind of funny. They talk to me in negative sometimes. Okay? Not like negative thinking or negative talk. Just like, instead of being direct, they say the opposite, so I have to infer. So they show me at the bottom of the deck the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, meaning this is the way not to turn it. Like, we can't tell you. Basically, we can't tell you what turns the wheel for Cancer. There's too many varieties. There's too many Cancers in the collective. We have no way of knowing. There's no one way to communicate this to you. What we can tell you is what is going to get in the way and stop the wheel from turning. Okay? That's how the information comes. First, warning. Untruths, confusion, silence, speaking false ideas, reiterating, repeating false ideas, feeling guilty, feeling shame, feeling alienated, feeling outside, feeling like people are against you, feeling like people don't like you, don't trust you, and don't value you. Wanting to manipulate a situation so that you are in the forefront of their mind, in the forefront of their conversation, but not doing it from a genuine place, but doing it from a panic, from a fear, from overthinking how you can become valuable or an asset in someone's life. This is calculating in relationships, but with a sense of shame and guilt that she never belonged there in the first place. Not listening to your intuition. Victory is available to you without ego complicating your sense of self, putting the judgment aside. This is yours. I will now use the Herbal Astrology Oracle, and we will get to see what plant medicine is coming through for you, what earth guidance wants to offer you, what roots, what flowers, what plants, what aromatics, what essential oils, what candles, anything, tea. What is it that Cancer should embody, enjoy, surround themselves with? What's the theme, please? Plant medicine and planetary energy for Cancer, for this Wheel of Fortune, please. Thank you so much. Cancer, how many cards do you want to give me, huh? All right. First one, Yarrow. Harmony. Sense of balance here. Rue, protection, also strength. Calendula, purity, joy, childlike. It's the sun. Let's see. 15 for Yarrow, Rue 4, Calendula 1. The ruler for Yarrow is Venus. If you're feeling emotionally drained or too sensitive for today's world, it's time to set solid boundaries to regain balance. Use your empathic abilities as grounding cords to your psychic powers and divinatory skills. Allow your sensitivity to be a filter for what is allowed within your psychic field and what isn't. Like the magic of the white heron, move slowly with precision as you navigate emotional waters. Heron teaches us the power of self-reflection as a way to transcend judgmental projections and low self-worth. What did we talk about? Judgment and self-worth. Draw clear boundaries and examine yourself from a detached perspective. Don't blame situations or others as a reason to remain stuck. Yarrow's white light teaches us the power of shielding while remaining gentle in the process of self-discovery. Yarrow tea is delicious. FYI. Okay. 4. Rue is said to be the herb of angels, granting us the ability to channel the angelic realms. It emanates golden energy like a lion, powerfully protecting and pouring in light into any space that it inhabits. Resilient like the wide array of solar herbs, it grows generously and abundantly, thriving in all kinds of terrain, demonstrating its strong life force and vitality. Rue has landed in your cards today to remind you to protect your aura from lurking and possessive spirits that might be consuming your energy. Don't allow parasitic negativity to darken your field, which can create perpetual states of self-criticism, self-doubt, or self-hatred. Remember I told you how, in your 10 of Pentacles, how do we see your path to success, your path to abundance? And it showed me, do not fall victim to the illusions that the lack of love or vampires who want to offer you an empty cup and drink from yours. That is how you sustain. Last, calendula. Calendula resembles the sun, a radiant, bright yellow or orange flower. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those that neutralize poison and air in the recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power reminds us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse to create, vitality, and creativity needed to step into a new journey. The radiance of Calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy within a ritual, as she greatly amplifies your intentions. I leave it there. I hope something here helped. As you move into 2023, remember where you're casting judgment. Remember what you're actually looking to when you look into the past. What kind of stories are you retelling? Are they your judgments? I thank you for watching. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Happy New Year.